What's up, Red Kingdom? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, the #1 place for everyone who lives and breathes Kansas City Chiefs and wants to stay on top of everything happening around the NFL. And today, my friends, we've got news that could completely change the course of the season. Rashee Rice is back with the team after serving most of his suspension. We're going to break down what this means for Patrick Mahomes, for the Chiefs' offense, and even for our chances of repeating Super Bowl glory. But before we jump in, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. It's quick, it's free, and it helps our work reach even more passionate fans like you. Let's keep building this amazing community. Let's get straight to the hot topic. Rashee Rice, the wide receiver, who would become one of Mahomes' most trusted weapons late last season, is finally cleared to return to team facilities. Thanks to the NFL's current collective bargaining agreement, the 2020 CBA, Rice can now attend meetings, study the playbook, be around the receiver group, and even receive medical treatment, all while suspended. The only thing he still can't do is practice on the field. That's huge because the Chiefs' offense had a rough start to the season. Without Rice and without Xavier Worthy, who went down just 3 plays into Week 1, Patrick Mahomes has had to rely on Marquise Hollywood Brown and, believe it or not, Tyquan Thornton, who's been a pleasant surprise. So far, he's racked up 171 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an insane 19 yards per catch, making him one of the league leaders in that category. Now picture this: Mahomes, Rice, Worthy, and Hollywood Brown all on the field together. If everything goes according to plan, in about 3 weeks, number 15 will finally have that full arsenal at his disposal, something we haven't seen in nearly a season and a half. And when that happens, you can bet this offense is going to explode. Speaking of rookies, we can't overlook Xavier Worthy. Drafted to bring speed and verticality to the attack, the kid was showing incredible flashes during training camp. Unfortunately, he injured his shoulder right in the opener, but he's already back to practicing and could be ready in just a few weeks. Expectations inside the franchise are sky high. Worthy could be the perfect complement to Rice, giving Mahomes a young, speedy weapon capable of stretching defenses wide open. If he comes back at 100%, this offense could flip overnight from being considered a weakness to becoming one of the AFC's deadliest units. Possible trade on the horizon. And as if that weren't enough, rumor has it the Chiefs are keeping tabs on the market for additional wide receiver depth. One name floating around? Darnell Mooney, currently with the Atlanta Falcons, who's reportedly unhappy with his role in their offense. A potential trade makes a lot of sense. Kansas City would add experience and security in case of more injuries, while Atlanta could gain future draft picks. Nothing's official yet, but we all know Brett Veach loves bold moves, especially when the team is in full Super Bowl contention mode. So, Red Kingdom, what do you think? Red Arrow, can Rashee Rice's return really transform the Chiefs' offense? Will Xavier Worthy live up to the hype he brought from the draft? And would you pull the trigger on a trade for another wide receiver or trust the current group to get the job done? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I really want to know how you're feeling about this crucial moment in the season. After the win against the Giants, the Chiefs finally breathe a sigh of relief. But one thing remains clear: the running game still needs more explosiveness. And with some franchises starting the season 0-3, strong rumors are emerging that Brett Veach could be looking to the market for a big-name running back. Let's start with what we already have at home. Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt both performed well against the Giants, each with 10 carries, and even showed flashes of efficiency. But anyone who watched the game could see it. Consistency is missing, and that wow factor is missing. The kind of player who can turn a simple play into an explosive touchdown. The Chiefs' offense still relies heavily on Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, and that can take a toll over the course of the season. Adding reinforcement to the backfield could be the missing piece to balance this offense. Brett Veach has shown many times that he's not afraid of bold moves. Just look at past trades that helped the team reach the Super Bowl. The question now is, will he target the running back position, especially with the team trying to recover after a rough start to the season? Of course, many fans ask, why not trust a rookie? The upcoming RB draft class does have some interesting names, but counting on a rookie to arrive in January ready to make playoff-winning plays is always a huge risk. The Chiefs did evaluate running backs at the Combine and hosted visits with some prospects last offseason, but the reality is that waiting until the draft in the middle of the season can be costly. That's why the idea of bringing in someone already proven and capable of making an immediate impact makes more and more sense. And that's where the names popping up in trade rumors come in. Now, let's talk about 3 explosive running backs from 0-3 teams who could land in Kansas City. 1. Alvin Kamara, New Orleans Saints. The veteran Saints RB might be nearing the end of his time in New Orleans. The team started 0-3 and seems directionless. Kamara still brings explosiveness and, above all, versatility. He runs well, catches well, and would be a dream for Andy Reid to design screenplays and trick plays with him. He'd be a perfect fit alongside Mahomes, but there's a catch. Kamara isn't cheap, and his contract could weigh heavily on the Chiefs' decision. 2. Breece Hall, New York Jets. Here's a name with the direct Kansas connection. Hall was born in Wichita, Kansas, essentially making it a homecoming. He has insane straight-line speed, but isn't afraid of contact. He's the type of RB who can help in short yardage situations and crucial moments. The 0-3 Jets might start thinking about the future and could let Hall go if they get good draft picks in return. Imagine the emotional and technical impact of seeing a hometown talent wearing Chiefs red. 3. Devon Achane, Miami Dolphins. This might be the most exciting option. The Dolphins are in crisis at 0-3, and Achane is pure electricity. Elite speed, receiving ability, and even younger than the others mentioned. He would turn Andy Reid's playbook into a creative machine. Misdirections, jet sweeps, quick passes, everything would get even more dynamic with Achane. The question is whether Miami would dare to part with him so early, but a tempting package from the Chiefs could change that. At the end of the day, each of these names brings something unique. Kamara brings experience and versatility, Hall brings physicality and a hometown connection, and Achane brings youth and explosiveness. So, Red Kingdom, I want to hear from you. Which of these 3 running backs would you like to see in Kansas City? Do you think Brett Veach should pay the price and go after immediate reinforcement, or trust Pacheco and Hunt? And if you could only pick one, Kamara, Hall, or Achane, who's your choice? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I will read every single one and I want to know what you're thinking. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with that friend who's also obsessed with the Chiefs. Thanks so much for watching and see you in the next video. Go Chiefs!